Hello, my name is Dr. Jürgen Fischer. I'm a technical sales and application manager at Fiberstar. I will be talking about the benefits of Citri-Fi in plant-based drinks. There are several reasons that qualify Citri-Fi for plant-based drinks. Citri-Fi is a 100% plant-based product, and it is a result of a sustainable process to use the full potential of raw material. We use fresh pulp that remains during the dejuicing of citrus fruits. Only water and mechanical processing steps are needed. No solvents are used and no chemical modification is needed. Because pulp is a normal part of a diet when you consume fruits, the legal status is food and not additive. Our citrus fiber has a dietary fiber content of about 70%, and therefore you can clean up labels while adding dietary fiber to a product. Later in this presentation, I will explain in more detail the multiple technological functions of Citri-Fi and how to use our ingredient to improve the final product's mouthfeel. First, let's learn some insights about plant-based drinks. Consumers are shifting to more plant-based diet because of several reasons. Well-being and health risk are personal reasons. Reduction of environmental impact is the key argument today, and also concerns regarding animal welfare. As a result of this, the plant-based food market is growing fast. Sion Research reported that in 2018 the size was $11.16 billion and the average growth was 12%. They expect the market will be more than $20 billion by 2020. The data in the US show an average growth of 11%. At the moment, the total market volume of vegan products is $4.5 billion. The drink market category is the biggest, with $1.9 billion US. A similar picture you have in Europe. Over the past 5 years, a growth rate of 19.5%. Soybean is the top ingredient for plant-based dairy alternative drinks. However, the market penetration is decreasing. With nearly 40%, almond and oats show a strong growth over the years. Not listed here, but coconut, rice and cashew develop also quite well. Let me now explain a few functions of Citri-Fi to demonstrate why this ingredient is perfect for plant-based drinks. If you want to make drinks with just a handful of ingredients, it is essential to have an ingredient with multiple functions. In a process to make a plant milk, you have an emulsification step to reduce the floating of plant fat. You need to improve the body by creating small oil droplets. You need water binding or an ingredient that provides viscosity to suspend insoluble particles and to improve the mouthfeel. And in the end, you need ingredients with a high process tolerance to withstand high pressure homogenization and to perform as a stabilizer over a wide temperature and pH range. Our fiber rapidly swell and lose the fiber's identity in water. A gel-like appearance forms after hydration. The water is tightly bound in the food product, even during harsh processing and storage conditions over time. All fiber has a certain water binding, but the key to success with Citri-Fi is that Citri-Fi loves to be homogenized. The viscosity increases with the pressure and with the processing step. The fiber creates a very creamy mouthfeel due to enhanced release of internal pectin. The pectin is now available to participate in the stabilization of the plant protein and to smoothen the protein particles by surrounding them with a layer of pectin. As important as water binding is that Citri-Fi can also stabilize emulsions. Typical plant materials such as almonds, coconut or peas have no internal emulsifier inside compared to cow milk. Consequently, you need to add something if you want to make a cow milk-like emulsion. Here you can see that Citri-Fi is a very good natural emulser. Citri-Fi can be dispersed either in the water phase or oil phase. But the key is that a combination with high pressure boosts the effect of Citri-Fi. The viscosity and creaminess increase by high pressure, and with this you can reduce the oil droplet size and enhance the water binding of Citri-Fi. As a result of this, the mouthfeel and the body of products are increased. This graph shows a typical processing of plant drinks. We recommend to dry blend Citri-Fi with other ingredients, disperse them in the plant base or the water, pump it to the UHT unit, preheat this and homogenize at 180 to 200 bars. After this, there is a pasteurization or sterilization process and you cool down to 35 degrees Celsius or lower and fill aseptically. I want to show you now two case studies. A plain drink on the basis of almonds and a cocoa drink with pea protein. The almond drink has just 4 ingredients and water. The most important step is the homogenization step. You will see later what happens if Citri-Fi is not present in the homogenization step and therefore cannot bind to the plant protein. These photos visualize how important the homogenization step is to reduce the particle size of the almond. For stable products, hand mixing and the mixer is not sufficient. Coarse particles will sediment quite fast. You can see also by the color the quality of the emulsion. Finer fat droplets will give whiter drinks. As I already mentioned, Citri-Fi will interact with protein and participate in the emulsification process. You can see here what happens when Citri-Fi is added without homogenization. The product is unstable. After some time, particles settle out and protein starts to coagulate. You all know from normal cocoa milk that cocoa particles need to be stabilized if you don't like sedimentation. This is similar when you make a drink based on plant proteins. We have tested a combination of Gellan and Citri-Fi versus carrageenan. Carrageenan was a lot under pressure and criticized in the past, and some producers don't want to use it anymore. A rate of 1 to 10 or 15 was shown to be perfect to achieve a good stabilization and nice mouthfeel with the combination Gellan and Citri-Fi. Measurements of the viscosity show that drinks have a high viscosity at low or no shear force, which is the requirement to keep particles in suspension. Shear thinning is needed that the products are refreshing and not just high in viscosity. By the level of Citri-Fi, you can simply adjust the viscosity of your drink. Here you can see that it's possible to make stable plant drinks with cacao. Carrageenan can be replaced by the combination of Citri-Fi and gellan. At both Citri-Fi levels, stable products can be made. The mouthfeel and viscosity can be adjusted by Citri-Fi. Let me come to an end and summarize a few key points. Citri-Fi adds a nutritional benefit to plant-based products. It enhances the dietary fiber content, lowers the carbohydrate or starch content. Citri-Fi improves the organoleptic properties in plant-based foods. Drinks and emulsions have improved body. You can clean up and shorten the ingredient list. You can reduce or replace chemical modified ingredients for texturizing and emulsification. And last but not least, you have a sustainable ingredient. If you have additional questions or need technical service, please contact any one of us listed. To learn more about Citri-Fi, please visit our website, where you will also find an extensive video library. Our website is www.fiberstaringredients.com. Thank you for listening.